Welcome to the Solo Edit Podcast, a podcast for estheticians looking for a weekly dose of motivation, inspiration, and honest conversations about life in and out of the treatment room. Today, we're going to dive into winter skin. I already have felt the changes in my skin. Have you? I am always struggling during the winter to maintain the health of my skin barrier, and I think that this is probably just going to be a lifelong struggle for me. When we talk with our clients about seasonal changes, I think it's really important to educate them on the physiological changes because winter skin isn't just dry, it's physiologically different. When we move into the colder months, our skin doesn't just lose moisture on the surface, although it often feels that way. It's the entire lipid matrix that starts to shift. This is the brick and mortar structure that holds our barrier together. The corneocytes are the bricks and the lipids are the mortar, and that helps seal everything in. Those lipids, which are ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids, they are what keep the skin smooth, hydrated, and strong. But in cold, dry weather, the enzymes that make those lipids actually slow down. So instead of producing healthy, mature ceramides, the skin's left with incomplete lipids that don't form a proper barrier. This will result in that tight, flaky, sometimes stingy sensation that clients often describe as dryness, but it's really just barrier dysfunction. There are two main things working against us in the winter: low humidity and vasoconstriction. Low humidity pulls water right out from the stratum corneum. It's like the air is constantly wicking away moisture, and if the lipid layers are intact, there's nothing to hold that water in. Then there's vasoconstriction. That's the tightening of blood vessels that happens when it's cold. Less circulation is going to mean fewer nutrients and less oxygen reaching the basal cells that make lipids in the first place. So production will slow down even more. Studies show ceramide levels can drop as much as 30% in the winter, especially ceramide 1 and 3. These are crucial for the lamellar structure that holds moisture in. And when those ceramides decrease, skin pH rises, the acid mantle weakens, and our microbiome shifts. Suddenly, all of the beneficial bacteria are outnumbered, and inflammatory signals increase. So think of like the redness, the irritation, that rough and chapped feeling and look that never seems to go away. So when we talk about winter skin, we're not just talking about dryness, we're talking about the lipid loss, the enzyme slowdown, the microbiome imbalance, and the inflammation that is all taking place at once. So our job as estheticians is to look deeper than hydration and start focusing on lipid recovery. Here's what that can look like in your treatment room. Offering barrier repair facials that use lipid-rich emulsions and ceramides, cholesterols, and fatty acids. If you are a customer with us, we highly recommend using Corte's Rich M Cream. In my household, we have this at every sink as a hand cream. I use it on my son who suffers from eczema. It is a staple for the face, the body, everything. We love it. The second is going to be enzyme therapy instead of acids. Gentle enzymes like those in the KRX enzyme milk cleanser or the Corte enzyme powder will help remove compacted corneocytes without damaging the barrier lipids underneath. Third is topical niacinamide, specifically between 2 and 5%. This is going to help stimulate the enzymes responsible for that natural ceramide production. And the fourth is occlusive moisturizers, anything that's going to help reduce transepidermal water loss. Again, the Corte Rich M Cream is incredible for this. Also, KRX's probiotic cream is another option. And of course, this conversation continues at home. Encouraging your clients to use a humidifier over cleansing, over exfoliating, and applying moisturizer immediately after showering is going to help combat all of these symptoms of cold weather. The takeaway today is really simple. Hydration is important, but lipid balance is the foundation. Supporting ceramide synthesis and protecting the lipid organization is about skin immunity, resilience, and a long-term barrier integrity. If you loved this quick mini episode, please consider sharing it with a fellow esthetician, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss what's next. I'll see you back here next week, same time, same place.